Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Heidi and I'm currently doing a mini series on all things perimenopause, and today I'm going to be bringing you 3 less talked about symptoms that I suffer from and the things I do to help soothe myself. So number 1 is changes in the mouth. I have experienced a change in my taste buds. My mouth is generally dry. Before HRT, I developed a cough. I also suffer from dry lips, which I have discussed in previous videos, and I do tend to generally have to apply some kind of lip balm, but they have gotten worse since being in perimenopause. And also my sense of smell, so my sensitivity to smell is heightened at the moment. So I haven't lost my sense of smell, it's actually heightened, and I feel like I can smell everything from like 20 meters away. In layman's terms, I know that estrogen is linked to our saliva. Therefore, if we're in perimenopause and our estrogen is declining, so is the production of our saliva, and I'm guessing that's why I have a dry mouth. And it also doesn't regenerate the taste buds as well, and I think that generally tends to happen in old age, so to men and women. So the things that I do to help with those symptoms. So number 1, I'm on HRT. So since taking it, the symptoms are not as bad, but even talking to you now, because I didn't drink any water and I've got no chewing gum in my mouth, I'm panicking that I'm gonna cough or have to clear my throat. HRT has helped reduce that, but it hasn't completely gone. So drinking water, so staying hydrated, chewing gum. I have chewing gum in my car and I tend to chew chewing gum most of the day. I use lip balm all the time. And I also try and avoid super spicy foods. I find that they make me cough. I can feel the sensitivity in the back of my throat, and therefore I just try to avoid them. Okay, so symptom number 2 is sensitivity to light. So that is sensitivity to lights in the home or the sunshine. And I believe that is called photophobia. And I also suffer from blurred vision. Now today I'm wearing my glasses because I have suffered so badly today with my eyes, and I'm going to talk to you about those symptoms now. When our estrogen and progesterone levels drop, again in layman's terms, I believe impacts things like our tear ducts and the nerves in our eyes that help us produce tears. And so I have dry eye, so I get a weepy eye, I feel like my eyes hurt, almost like they're straining when I'm reading things, and if I'm not wearing my glasses, I have to wait for them to focus. And sometimes if I scrunch my eyes, everything feels clearer. So what I've done to help these symptoms, so again, HRT. Now, this is a new symptom of mine, so I can't say, whether HRT is helping. Obviously, I have been to the opticians. I go to the opticians quite regularly. I am going to go back and ask the optician about photophobia and whether maybe I need some different glasses now. I wear sunglasses when I'm driving and when I go outside. When I'm indoors, I turn off all the lights. Right, so inside, I go around where we live and turn off the lights all the time, and my children say, why have you turned the lights off? It feels too dark. We have lamps, and all the bulbs in the lamps are more ambient lighting, if you like. They're not bright lights, and that's all I can cope with. And then if I can, I'll just turn all the lights off and don't have any lights, especially if maybe we're watching TV or I'm watching TV, because otherwise my eyes just hurt. It's quite painful. And lastly, I take eye drops to provide the eyes with a bit more moisture. And again, when I go back to the opticians, I'm going to ask them if there's any specific drops, because I have been to a pharmacy and discussed it with those there, and they just suggested the generic eye moisture drops, which do help, but I'm wondering whether the I'm wondering whether the opticians have any alternatives to just over-the-counter eye drops. So I will let you know about that one. Number 3, skin sensitivity. Now, from the beginning of my perimenopause journey, my skin has suffered. So my skin got super dry, my body and my face. So when messing about with my kids or being prodded, pushed, if somebody accidentally bumped into me, everything felt super painful on my skin, like these areas, like your arms, or if someone accidentally knocked into my thighs, it felt super painful. I'm also unable to wear or unable to tolerate certain fabrics on my clothing, so I tend to wear comfortable clothes. So when I'm out and about, I will wear the most comfortable outfit over fashion. I don't care, I need to be comfortable, because otherwise I can't function. It affects everything then. Like, I can't concentrate if I'm feeling really uncomfortable or something's really tight or rubbing on me. It just can't be done. And obviously when I get home, comfy pajamas, or take as much clothing off as I can without offending anybody that lives in the household. The other thing I can't stand or tolerate is the sun and the heat. Now, when I was in my 20s, I could lay in the sun, lay by the pool on holiday, and it was not a problem at all. Now, I worry and moan about getting in my car. I don't really walk anywhere in particular, like to get to places. I drive. I can't walk in direct sunlight. I have to sit in the shade. If I was to go on holiday, I would go to the beach, and of course I would go to the pool, but I would be the person sitting under the umbrella. It's too painful. Obviously, I wear SPF and I make sure that I moisturise really well. Now, apparently our estrogen helps stimulate our collagen production, which obviously is responsible for making our skin feel firm. It's like the skin barrier. And also estrogen supports the production of hyaluronic acid, which is responsible for hydrating our skin. And obviously in all the face skincare, especially for your face, it's got hyaluronic acid in it. And it's the same for all of our body. You need that. So obviously with the estrogen declining in perimenopause, this is why we are suffering with the dryness and the tenderness and the pain. So the things I do to help with my skin, again, the first thing is I'm on HRT and it has improved. So I'm not as highly sensitive as I was before I started HRT. So that's good. It is definitely helpful. I make sure that I have a collagen supplement. So I use Ancient and Brave. I could probably link that down below actually, if anyone was interested, but it's like a better grade of collagen that I use. As I said before, I make sure I wear comfortable clothing, comfortable pajamas, don't wear anything that I don't need to when I'm in the house. I don't want to feel restrictive or uncomfortable. I make sure I hydrate, drink plenty of water. Obviously I moisturise my skin every day. I love cocoa butter cream. I also love Aveeno, and my current favourite from the Aveeno range at the moment, I have mentioned it in previous videos, is the facial oat gel cream. And for the body, they have a body oil, and it's in a spray bottle. That is absolutely gorgeous because it goes on and feels moisturised, but it doesn't leave you feeling greasy. I'll link them down below if anyone was interested. I eat leafy greens, eggs, love berries, so those sorts of things are incorporated into my diet, but I still need to try and get rid of the sugar, because sugar can cause inflammation in our body, and that unfortunately is my guilty pleasure. Chocolate specifically, anything cakey. At the minute with the hot weather, it's ice cream, but I'm trying to get better. Guys, they are the 3 symptoms that I suffer from and the things I do to try and help myself, and I hope you found it useful too. So if you liked my video, please like and subscribe, and next video I'm going to bring you 3 positive things or positive symptoms I feel I have gained from being in perimenopause or this midlife period. So I look forward to speaking to you next time. Thanks for listening. Bye.